Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays News Tower. We don't have a lot of money today, so the entire goal of our current setup is we got our 5th page set up, we got the big shift over setup here. But the point of this episode is to try and rebuild our finances. And one of the things I talked about in the comments of a couple videos ago, I think, is I've been really fixating on influence points. And I think I've really, other than just kind of like adding to our efficiency setups for things like making our photographers better, our assemblers better, things like that, the influence points aren't super important anymore. I would like to eventually get my hands on the 6th page, obviously, but I think that'd be the last page. So we can continue to ambiently gain influence points, but I think I should be focused more on our finances here and trying to grow that back up, because we were at 20,000 for a while, and then as you add more floors to the building, you know, it gets progressively more expensive. So that's going to be our goal right now. We would like to get a scandal, and then more importantly, we would like to get revealing early in the week and then print that before 6 a.m. So we're looking for a revealing, a scandal, and then alarming should happen as well. So what do we got going on here? Chicago Post's crime tally. There's a scandal. That's good. Still no revealing. Government building engulfed amid arson suspicions. And then what's happening over in Europe? Schmeling triumphs in Hamburg. Oh, that's already underway. That was from last week. Okay, so let's get our people going. Chicago. I would like to get Jim on this. So that unlocks that, and then we would like to put somebody who is going to burn through the economy really quickly here, so then we can get our illustrator going. Oh, whoops. Indianapolis here. Politics and economy, and then we have politics society. So we'll just, or crime society. So we'll get the crime started. And then long term, I was kind of thinking I'd like to move a lot of the production people from this floor upstairs, and then combine our sketch artist with our photographer in this space here, and then add another reporter to this room, just because I think having a 7th reporter would just, especially because we're sending the people to Europe more often now, we'd be moving a bit quicker. We don't have anybody available, so we'll just hold on to that story for a sec. I would like to start, I have a new idea for how to transfer my paper upstairs. Instead of moving it all upstairs myself, I'm just gonna build this like wall of paper in front of the dumbwaiter, and then my paper guy, instead of going downstairs and picking up every box, he can just come up here and build, like take down the wall of paper and shove it in the dumbwaiter. Are you mad because there's a wall of paper up here? What's your problem? Don't get cranky at me. Whoa, every reporter came back all at the same time. Send them all upstairs, I say. All right, next phase. Kathleen, you take care of that. Jacksonville, we send Jim. And then Ronald. Still no revealing yet. Walter, you can start on this one. Oh, Kathleen's already working on that guy. And then Indianapolis also requires Kathleen. And that will get us our scandals, so. Bribery. We'll send Irma to take care of this guy. 160 bucks. Record crowd of 90,000. What sport did Schmeling participate in? Does anyone know? I'm not certain. Where's my reporter? She's walking up the stairs. There she's at. There she is. That lives with us on Earth. Yes, please use your trash cans, you paper goblins. Just throwing paper on the ground like a bunch of lunatics. Marjorie. Irma, or Kathleen. No lawsuit! Ha ha ha! Not that my lawyer's been doing anything for a while. Why is there paper all over the floor, you psychos? Hold it. Hold up. Freaking dirtbags. Where's the paper trash counter? Can I put even more trash can? Good lord, it's just ridiculous. Just be throwing paper all over the floor. The problem with the assembly machine is it blocks putting the paper waste under the desk. Here, put one under the lawyer's desk as well. There they go. They've all dropped their stories off. That one's a Kathleen. That one's Dallas. And the Europe one is already done. Politics. All right, hold on. I might start kicking stories out. This one I'm okay with just because it's a double we could knock out right away. But I might start kicking out stories to see if we can't find the revealing story earlier in the news cycle here. A forecast is interesting. I don't have any money. All right. Kick out the European story. I forgot, you have to pay to send people to Europe. New York Zoo Project. Arrest of Bruno Hauptmann. Jim Walter. Another Europe story. This one has an injury, but it's locked behind polyglot anyway. We might not have any more European stories this week. What happens when you're in the bathroom? European? I think I already made that joke. Oh, photographer story is great. There's no revealing. Get out of here. I need revealing stories. Four influence points is nice. All right, we'll send him on a boat, and then Marjorie, you just get started. That'll probably be for next week to finish the whole story anyway. The toilet is clogged? Where's our janitor? You're not a janitor. One of them is busted. I'm hoping you're gonna go fix this clogged toilet. I don't know why our repair person's not fixing the thing. All right, Walter, you handle the second part of that. Revealing, we found it. All right. Get on it immediately. Irma, you don't do crime, so you can do whatever that story was. And then Larry Sharp, photographer extraordinaire. We need to drop Regina off so she can get started on the revealing crime story immediately. There she is. All right, and all of you, priority. I know it's not a guarantee, but it's that it'll flow through the production process early or quickly. The textile workers unite. Textile strike ignited change and spread like wildfire, blazing rapidly through the southern cotton mills and leaving union organizers scrambling to keep up. Many textile workers have walked off the job, bringing the industry to a standstill. We need to be spinning our wheels and reporting on this. Well, we have Kathleen, and then we just need two economy reporters to show up. They should come in pretty quickly here. Irma's here. Drop her off at the next floor. Get her started. Another crime story. There we go. 2 more reporters have been dropped off. All right, Regina, you handle the last of the revealing story. Boston, Ronald, the Boston Braves coin toss loss. Rough. Is that when they, you know how there's like tiebreakers in sports where it's like you've gone through like strength of schedule, you've gone through like point differential and all those things, and then eventually you work your way through the whole process and it's just you're tied at the very end, and it's always at the very end the final tiebreaker is like, well, coin toss. Oh, that's crazy. Irma actually reported so fast on the other part of the economy story that she actually came back before the other 2 came back. That's crazy. All right, Irma, you handled the other part of the textile story. Jim, I'd like to keep you out of the Nashville terror story, although I guess too many dogs. Fecal excrement at every step. Local walker. Where was that? South Carolina? Virginia? That's crazy. Nashville in terror. Why is Nashville in terror? Unknown. More crime. Walter can take care of that. A lot of crime this week. A terrifying week, to be sure. There's all our reporters. Drop them off. Did we get our revealing story, guys? Oh, I forgot to prioritize you. We still have a couple days. And it 14 hours? We should be able to get our revealing story in 14 days, I think. Regina, you handle the last of the Denver story. Irma, you can handle the Nashville. A tiger has escaped! I guess the zoo. I was like, where did a tiger come from in Nashville? 13 submarines have been scrapped. Really? I thought the submarine, well, didn't submarines like really hit their stride in World War II? So this would have been before that. Maybe this was like old submarine designs and they're like, they leak. Our people are gonna drown. We only have 3 stories left as well. Kind of flying through stuff this week. Sports. The Green Bay Packers star is lost. Bart star or like just I'm out of money. I can't bribe him. Sorry guys. We'll never know what Bart Starr was doing. Or if it even was Bart Starr that they were talking about. Because it could have been like generic star of the Green Bay Packers, but it's kind of a coincidence that they were talking like, you know, Bart. Although, did Bart Starr's name have 2 R's in it? I can't remember. I grew up a Packers fan. And now I've forgotten. Ronald? Reform wins City Hall. We have 1 item left. I bet it's in Europe though. If I had to guess. But maybe not. Research is ready. Yeah, I bet it is gated behind the European story here. So we'll send Jim, and we can't bribe them just yet, because I don't have any money. Interestingly, we could just fast forward and then run the story right now, because we need to run it before 6 a.m. So first things first, you have to be above the fold. Perfect. Next step is getting the scandal in the paper as well. Anything investigative we could throw on the front page here? Also, where do we want to land? Continental Connector would be very nice. I know we would like to land in the moderate zone from a money perspective, but if I end up doing this page and landing far right, I actually would be okay with that. Now we do have an ad that has a bunch of influence with it, so let's do Steelworkers Union. Yes, together we can. And then I think that's all of the influence we have this week, which is, you know, probably a blessing for me because always be trying to put influence on things. Any other illustrations we could throw on here? Oh, we didn't finish the Textile Workers Unite, but we could do this one. That one got a crap ton of combined things. I kind of wonder if we landed in the middle, how much more money we'd make, because this one, the more combos you have, the better for everybody. I think we just have the one European story. Yeah, you're not done. The Soviet Union joins the League of Nations. That happened that late in history? 1934? It's like 2 decades after, well, like a decade and a half after World War II. I didn't realize it was that late. Any reviews? Another review. That's kind of nice. We could, you know, push us back left and we do land in the middle zone. Dude, I think we should, as much as I'd like to get Continental Connector, we haven't really, like, it takes so long to research the stories that we're not really missing. Oh, we can't. Can I run this? No. Okay. I was like, I don't think I can run this. It's not done. Should probably run this exclusive. And any statements we might have. We have a lot of statements, y'all. Okay, let's throw, I don't know. Do we have any sports just lying around, or hey, we got some inspiring? Yeah, let's throw some inspiring in here. I don't know. That page is kind of a throwaway. Okay, so let's put all of our statements together here. Mayor's office difficulty. Like, I'd like to not move right. Or if I do, maybe we move back left. Yeah. Oh, you're not ready though. Like you. How close are you to being ready? Because we have a little bit of time. We have until 6 a.m. It's got 7 hours. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna risk banning the artichoke to block the mafia and missing out. So we're just gonna run with Nashville and Terror. Due to Tiger on the loose. I forgot about that. We'll just run with that, and then that'll be fine. We don't really have any other silver tags. We have this old statement. I guess we have this insider, which we could use. Any hopeful? Nothing that's done. I know we've got some old society. Maybe we just throw an ad in there, even though it's old, just because that's free money. Albany Sugar. All right, make sure we've filled out the entire newspaper. All right. $17,000, 552 sales. That's or 552,000 sales. That's pretty good. Bonus money for ads. Got the illustrative in there. Would have been nice to get this one in there too, but I think that's fine. Pretty good. Let's hit it. Roll the press. Not bad. In the grand scheme of things, I think that'll be about a net of $10,000 because we run like $7,000 for our salaries. That was record sales, by the way. Cool. Not bad. And we made the mayor happy. And we got Hillside Park. Look at that. Working towards the county jail. Mitigate risks involving the police. And then what do you do? Convert your money into influence. That's kind of interesting. Discounts for floor prices. Wow. Too bad I've already like sunk so much money into our building so far. All right, looks like there's nothing going on this week from a collectibles perspective, so we'd like to land in the moderate zone again. Try to make that happen. Leave the recap. All right, this one I was kind of I was looking at this earlier, and I was kind of thinking it would be nice to get Great Neck here because we're constantly sending people to Europe, so we could get the cheaper airplane ticket maybe. What do you do? Coal storage? Eh. I heard the specific storage for like paper and coal and food is not particularly worth it. I kind of get that. Print on Sunday before 6 a.m. That seems relatively easy. Crime the most, place mayor above the fold. Print informational newspaper. 2 evidence, and evidence becomes next week's hot topic. Print entertainment the most. not a luxury. That's it. This is actually really interesting because it doesn't actually negatively impact anybody. Let's try to work with the high society people. That's kind of an interesting idea. We're loading. There we go. Thank you guys. All right, ads. Albert Arms. Let's get Bernard working on that. Let's try not to forget ads this week. Anybody good at carrying paper? No. He walks faster when carrying paper, but that's about it. All right, now we can bribe you, whoever is asking for a bribe. The Soviet delegation. All right, Ronald. Good luck. Let's throw our editor in there just for fun, because it's the first story of the week. We got time. Has our paper been delivered yet? The Great Wall of Papers seemed to work out just fine. There's the stories. Okay. Oh, perfect. Let's get Jim and our cameraman on this story right away. Put the editor on task. We've got a scoop involved. Oh, this is painful because I'd really like to go get this guy. I bet we find another scoop for Triumphant, wouldn't you say? So let's put whoever, you know what, Marjorie, you can handle this story, and then when our cameraman comes back, we'll send him on the next cameraman story. Crime? Oh, we gotta be looking for entertainment, I forgot. Oh, look at this story. This story is legendary. Oh, put this on the front page. We're gonna have 30 influence points. I know I just talked about earlier in the episode, I was like, we shouldn't be so focused on influence points when I really be needing money, but 30 in one story is just too much to abandon people. Where our paper at? Do we have enough paper already? I can't imagine that's true. I think they're just loading up the paper that we still have, and then the paper man will show up. Isn't there a song about a milkman? Could we change the story to be about a paper man? Larry has 3 hours left on his other story. Rome! Francesco Augello breaks the speed record. Rome wasn't built in a day. But I don't know what I was gonna say. Somebody else was. Anyway. As soon as our photographer shows up, we're dumping him right back into the thing. The Red March on Washington. The American Communist Party, alongside other leftist groups, have organized a significant demonstration in D.C. calling for labor reforms and a more progressive approach to the New Deal. What? More progressive than the New Deal? I wonder what the thought process there was. Ah! He dropped off one. Really? How much paper? This cannot be the amount of paper we need. I have to imagine there's more paper needed. In fact, I'm just gonna take this one upstairs myself, if I can. There you go. Cause didn't we need like a thousand paper? Here, let's order large delivery 2 times. I just don't trust that's the amount of paper we need. It's just very funny though that they dropped off exactly 1 box. I was like, hey, you guys got my paper order? He's like, yeah, I got your order right here, bud. He just throws out this like janky, busted box of wet paper. Oh, that's funny. All right, we build the Great Wall of Paper again. Oops, I think I accidentally dumped some paper into this guy's desk. I never realized the telegraphing desks used paper. All right, lots of, oh, there's multiple. I thought it was an either or, not a whole thing. Yes, get Marjorie on this guy and then we'll bribe people. I would like, honestly, let's throw priority on anything entertainment this week. The March on Washington, 12/3/19. We might need to pull Ronald off of this story. I just realized. I don't. Well, are we even gonna do politics this week? I'm not sure. None of you guys do politics except for Jim, who's about to come back. Build the Great Wall of Paper. There's something very funny about this to me, and the fact that it's working makes it even more funny. It's like, it's just like, imagine walking into your workplace and your boss has stacked up like 1,000 boxes in front of where you're supposed to put them, and it's like, why didn't you just put them into the thing? Like, why did you do this? You know what? I'm just gonna. I guess Jim's stuck in there now. We might as well like go with it, but we're not gonna be able to get the 2 times political tag. But I honestly don't think it's all that important this week. There you go, Kathleen. I forgot to give that to you once our guy was done. You don't do any entertainment? I guess we haven't done a lot of entertainment stories in a while. But yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the breaking news this week, unfortunately. Because I put Jim on this entertainment story instead of whatever else. Let's send Walter here. We might as well send Marjorie. Send her to Congress. Because there's only 3 hours left. So we're not going to get the full thing, but... Broadway actors caught in speakeasy. When did we... Hold on. When did the prohibition get repealed? I don't remember. There you go, Mr. Photographer. There you go, Ronald. Priority. Probably don't need to priority things until we've gotten into the second, or like the last phase of the story, you know? All right, we bribe our way into the Capra picture in full swing. Capra blocks a scene. Is Capra like a person or an entity? Was that like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? No. You know, like in Hollywood Animal, it's the code. Is that what Capra was? I don't know. Foreign press appeals to Goebbels. The Nazi? You don't say. Oh no, there's an injury involved. Somebody had the idea of having just like a useless reporter that you send to get like you hire a reporter to get busted on the injury, and then you just fire them when if or when they get injured, and then you hire a new person. I kind of thought the idea was interesting. Oh my lord, look what they've done. Oh, it's a mountain of paper, you guys. Remember when I was like, where's my paper order? They're like, I got your paper order right here. Hold up. How big of the wall can we build? Oh, it's enormous. The wall of paper. I feel for my telegraphing guys. They're like, boss, you're encroaching on all of our space. We can't see the popcorn machine back there. Oh, it's beautiful though. Look at this thing. And then the cherry on top. Oh no, it's too tall. You know what? That's probably an OSHA violation if you stack it up any higher. Oh, thumbnail spotted. Oh, great. All right, what's happening in Berlin? Jim is on the case. All right, Marjorie, you're the sacrificial lamb. Oh, for 11 days. Oh, she's in jail forever, in the hospital. Oh, it's devastating. I'm sorry, Marjorie. It had to be done. Ronald's back. We'll send him to handle what Marjorie was supposed to do. Oh, poor girl. Beat up in the German Ministry of Propaganda. Good grief. If I were her, I would never go back. If your boss sent you to Europe And you got busted up so bad you got sent to the hospital for 11 days? Oh, and she's an entertainment writer too. Oh, that was a foolish thing for me to do. Oh, well, at least we're out of entertainment stories for this week, so at the very least, when Walter and Ronald get back, we can knock those out pretty quick, and then that's that. New painter kidnap. So, like, they kidnapped the painter? Am I understanding this correctly? Berlin! Alright, Jim, you handle the last part of the Berlin story. Yankee... Oh, Lou Gehrig! No! Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Alright, we can send Irma, though. So, Irma, get ahead of our rival agency over there. And then we'll send Ronald and Walter out. I gotta remember when Ronald, the entertainment guys come back, they actually need to drop off their story at the editor's desk. So I need to drop them off one floor above. Regina. Didn't I have a, hold up, didn't I have a vacuum tube that went from the editor's desk to the production floor? Apparently not. So right there, that'll be good. Because it needs to go to the editor's desk, down to this floor, then back up to this floor. All right, they're chunking through the, can I stuff this in here? No. That would be nice if I could shove it into the bell waiter, the dumb waiter for the people. A spy. Okay, so be careful when we put people on that one. I like how Kathleen Blanchard also knows how to do economy, but because she's our illustrator, she can't do any other reporting. It'd be kind of nice if they could. Like, if she wasn't illustrating, she could go out and do reporting. That'd be kind of cool, actually. Good news is we can send her out. No, we can't. She has to unlock the next phase of the story. I thought once the lock was done, we'd be able to send her out, but that is incorrect. That's a Jim ability exclusive. Spy. 2 spies, balls. I would love Bronx budget. I would love the ability to avoid spies. I'm sure that's an ability. I just don't know what it's called. Any ads? Here you go, Bernard. Ads for days. Give you a boost. Come check on Boston. Jim, come over here so I can start the scoop process. 3 hours remaining. What was I supposed to do? Just print entertainment the most. That's so easy. Not a problem. Nothing going on in Europe? Surprise. Use the frickin'... There's paper on the ground right next to the garbage can. What's the point? I'm gonna take your garbage cans away. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna embarrass you, Barry. It's done. Ben, not being able to talk about I think you should leave for an entire episode of News Tower. Challenge failed. My friends constantly make fun of me that I refer to that show a lot. And it's true, I do. It's because it's funny. So sue me. It's funny when you tell people that you like that show. It's a combination of people being like, I don't get it, and people being like, yes, you're so right. It's extremely validating and also very frustrating at the same time. What do you mean you don't think it's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life? All All right, let's sort our entertainment here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Crap. Where's you? Ah, balls. At least I only got the one story. The new painter kidnapped. Haunting message was left at the local manor he was last seen. That is haunting. All right, where's the other? Is there another spy? That's small. This man is a small plant. Clearly a spy. Regina, welcome back. Anybody wandering around who doesn't look like they belong here? I forgot. I totally spaced on the spies. It's a common theme with me. I feel like everybody else wandering around looks like they belong. Aha! Found the other spy. Hey, I identified you. Get out of here. Okay, you know, for having two spies be wandering around. Okay, they got this story too. Only two stories getting compromised is actually not the worst thing that could have happened to me. Somehow I've X-rayed my building. Crime in New York. Crime in Minneapolis. No, it was a gas explosion. Wait, what? Third gas explosion in Minneapolis in a year? Are there coal mines in Minnesota? We have iron mines. I don't think we have coal up here. 180 miners killed in blast, another 90 injured in the hospital? I'm sorry to say, guys, I don't think that happened. Maybe it did, and I'm not aware. But I don't think so. Somebody do some internet research and tell me if there was a blast in Minnesota, a Minnesota coal mine that destroyed, it killed 180 people and landed 90 people in the hospital. That seems a little sensational and probably not true. All right, we still have time. Because we don't need to print early. Story in Europe? Budapest. I think we'll kick that one out. I don't like injuries, man. Especially, like, I can deal with one injury to one of my 6 reporters. Maybe if we get that 7th person, I'll feel better about it. But we can't be flying with... Apparently, I need to help them with the wall of papers. See, this is what happens when they don't deliver my paper order early in the week. I have to actually move the paper boxes around. At least if I move them onto the first... I tried to steal that person's trash can. See, I did it again. All right, you guys move that last box. At least I forgot what I was talking about, sorry. If I move it onto the first floor, I can move it from first floor to the printer room and without having to scroll. Regina, I need you to drop off your story so I can send you on this story. There we go. All right, all stories in progress. Let's start printing. Most important thing is to be printing entertainment across the board. Do we have any fame? No, but just a lot of entertainment. I think we just throw this all on the front page here. And then the key is to try and land on moderate, but not land anywhere else. Do we have any? Oh, dude, this next page is gonna be sick. Photograph. Look at that page. Police bus crew in hideout, mayor opens civic hall, and Capra picture in full swing. This is an amazing front. It's not even our front page. It's our second page. But I had to put this one on the front page because this is gonna give us 30 influence points. That's nuts. And oh man, I know I say I do influence too much, but holy cow, you guys, look at this. Watch the most influential newspaper you've ever seen. Now, it would be better to break up the European stories to make it more influential, because if we could double these essentially if we put another 4 and another 4 on the ×2 slot. But I'm giving up 8 influence points to put all of our European stories together. And I think that's, from a money perspective, that's really good. Now, we do want to jam in these last 2 entertainment stories here. because I want to guarantee that we're printing entertainment the most. And then we do have one more photograph here, and we have a forecast. So I think we just throw the photograph on this page. Do we have any illustrations that are ready? We do have one, so we should bring that. Are you gonna be done? You're not gonna be done on time. City faces food gap. So we'll just throw the Textile Workers Unite story on there. We'll throw you in here as well. No forecasts, no reviews that are ready. You're probably not going to be ready on time. So then we just have... Maybe we throw in this $750 ad. Just for more money. Shoot or not to shoot. I feel like I've seen that ad before. All right. And even with the compromised stories in there, I think we did fantastic. We're making $17,000 again. 50 influence points is nuts, especially after I was like... we don't need the influence. I'm a liar. What can I say? All right, that went great. Was that exactly the same number we sold last time? It was really close. If it clearly wasn't a record. 21,000. Wow. And look at that. We only knocked out the review. We didn't get inspiring or triumphant scoops. But the good news is we did solve not a luxury, so we pulled back a little bit from making these people unhappy. Your paper made the mayor cry at breakfast, darling. He swore it was allergies. Landed perfectly, and then we've got... What do we got right here? Rapid repair. Okay, if we could land red and moderate again, that would be pretty good. So we'll try that next episode. What a show! Yeah, we're still paying about $7,000 a week, so if we can make, you know, plus 10,000 per week, I think that's really good. All right, so we've got access to the airport. Let's get these two, the Zeppelin and then the airplane, just because that'll, you know, eventually recoup costs. Where would we like to go next? Is there anything we'd like to get access to? This is food discount, but we don't buy food all that much. You know what? Let's go after maps next. That seems kind of fun. Yeah, let's go after maps. Go Rahway. Select the district. And then who are we gonna work with next episode? Don't print any gossip, print an informational... We don't want to print an informational newspaper this week because we would like to... Gruesome and defeat, sure. We would like to, land in the middle because that's where the rapid repair exists. Okay, so if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more videos of News Tower or the other videos I have going on the channel, that I can talk. Subscribe to the channel, that also helps me out a lot. And if you're on mobile, do hype the video. It's like this option when you like the video and there's a hype thing that's supposed to help out smaller creators like myself. Do that as well. That also helps me out a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.